So last round you were beset by injuries. How many players do you have back, or who's available this week, though?
The only one, well, we got Chelsea back from suspension, so she wasn't injured. Helen is feeling a little bit better. She had a flu, or not flu, she had temperature. So she couldn't participate last week. And we'll see how Kaya goes today. And then we'll make the final decision on Kaya tomorrow morning, just before we train tomorrow.
Okay, so, I mean, I'm not suggesting you made that an excuse for the last win, but it certainly becomes easier for you to win games when you've got players available.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you're missing several Matildas and you're missing an overseas players, of course, your team is not going to perform as well as once you get all those players back. But as I said, that's one job of winning the games, but the other job is also to find the new Melbourne talent and promote them and maybe help them to find their feet in professional football and maybe win contracts overseas, and so we can keep producing players in our city. So that is the second part. So when all the more experienced players are not playing, then it's perfect for the second part of our job, because now we are getting game time to younger girls and they are getting experience, and some of them are 15, 17, 18-year-olds. So it's from that point of view, it's very good.
I was going to say, what does it mean for those young girls once you get your guns back in, like Catley and Kai? Can you foresee those young girls still getting experience, or would you think you...
Yeah, so maybe they may get a little bit less game time, but they'll get more experience on training sessions, because suddenly Chelsea may have to mark Kaya, and that's very, very good job for her, to learn that and practice against a world-class player, so she can only benefit from it, So at the moment, maybe they've been exposed to W League too early, but from other point of view, that was a great experience for them, So they were exposed to the games. Now they're going to get a little bit more exposed to training sessions and working alongside more experienced and more quality players.
Fixture list hasn't really been kind to City. A tricky trip, and you played one of your title rivals, a cross-time rivalry, and now you have to go to Perth against Sam Kersmore. I mean, how important is it you start picking up points soon, given the league's only 12 rounds long?
Look, it is very important, I mean, when we were sitting down and planning who we want to bring in and why, we knew that King is going to be late for first couple of games. We knew that KK and Tamika will be late. Obviously, we didn't plan on injuries, but we knew that some of them will be late, and so there was always in back of our mind that we may not perform to the best of our abilities at the beginning of the season. But as I said, we did not plan injuries, we did not plan surgeries, so that has set us back a little bit more. So we'll see. Hopefully sooner rather than later, we'll start picking up points. But I mean, we won hard game against Sydney. We created a lot of chances, or clear-cut chances, against Canberra that we didn't convert. We created a beautiful chance for Kinga in the first half against Melbourne Victory. If we scored those goals, we would have a different amount of points, and it would be different. We are lacking, as I said, a little bit of cutting edge up front, but once these more experienced girls come in, I'm quite sure that they're going to provide that, what we are lacking at the moment.
What's your plan for Kerr?
Kick her as hard as we can. No. Look, both Kerr and Hill are fabulous players, very, very direct. They play kind of game where they try to win the second balls, and then the first pass is over the top or behind opponents. They're making very smart, intelligent runs, both of them. Once they get in the chance to shoot, they are very, very good with that as well. So it's going to be a tough game. We are still missing Rebecca, one of our more experienced defenders. So that goes a little bit against us. But we've got what we've got. We'll try to defend as high as possible. And try to make it as difficult for them as possible, and we'll see. I mean, we'll try to control the game from attacking point of view and limit the amount of times where Perth has got the ball. So if we can do that, we will limit those opportunities that they can create for Samantha and Hill.
Can you go back into that her traditional role, or what are your plans for her?
Yeah, I begged her to play that central half last week, and she did quite good job. I mean, she played the left fullback for the national team. I think it was on Saturday night, first game against Chile. But I think we're going to try to bring her back into her normal position and give her the freedom to control the game from midfield.
Talk about that. I suppose your defence and you're still waiting on another player in that back line. I mean, how big is it going to be for, I suppose, someone like Chelsea's still 18, has only played 2 games, and all of a sudden you've got someone like Sam Kerr galloping at you potentially. I mean, how does your role fit into everything? Just sort of composing these players.
Look, they need to stick to our plan, to our structure, to our organization. And if they do that, then job is almost half done. I know it's very hard if someone is faster than you and it's a foot chase. Quite often the faster player will win the race. But if we apply a good pressure earlier and higher up the pitch, that pass may not be as controlled as if there's no pressure. And also they need to learn that if there's no pressure on the ball, we need to drop off. So we minimize the space behind us. And also Lydia will have a crucial job, because if they're going to play those balls over the top, they're always coming towards Lydia, going away from Samantha and Hill. And Lydia can easily collect those balls and start our attack from there. So it's challenging, but it's a great challenge. So I think the girls will be up for it.
So it sounds like you're waiting for this final session before you make a decision of Kaya. Is that just so you don't rush her back too quickly, or?
Well, with Kaya it is 1 day on, 1 day off, and then on day off we need to see how her Achilles are reacting from previous training. So today she will train full training. She's doing extremely well when she's training. Now the only question is, how will she feel tomorrow? If she is not good, then we need to move that start for another week. If she feels good, then we will consider to playing her at some stage, either from the beginning or second half, depending on how long she can play. So medical staff will make that decision tomorrow, probably, once she comes back tomorrow morning.
How far is Steph? Steph Catley, how far is she?
Steph, she is maybe 2 or 3 weeks away. So the surgery went really well. The surgery is not a problem, but the bone bruising is the problem. So once that settles, I think we'll see that she is going to progress much quicker. So we're just being a little bit more patient with her, and she still hasn't joined the team. As such, she is doing extremely well, but on her own. And so hopefully, as I said, maybe 2 or 3 weeks.